This is the Iron Trader, and it is hump day, which means it is crude day. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell a stock market ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude, your daily chart. Now, the API numbers came out last night, and they were pretty bearish. Crude had a build of 0.6 million. Gasoline had a build of 2.8 million. Distillates had a build of 0.9 million, and then Cushing had a build of 4.3 million. Now, just remember now, the U.S. here is refilling the SPR by 3 million barrels per month, okay, that they're putting in there. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out here over time. Now, the EIA report will be out here at 10:30 today. We'll see if they confirm those numbers. All right, here we have the old daily chart. Now, you can see here, let me bigger up a little bit. Ugly times ugly, okay, all the way down. Now, here is that OPEC meeting day. What do we have right across? Double top, okay? That was your tell right there that says, boom, this is going lower. So either sell your long position or do like I did. I sold the long position and then went short, okay? So that is a perfect example of how you're going to trade the crude oil when you get a double top. Now, what do we have here? You got a series of lower lows and lower highs. Never good, not at all. And now you lost this key level here, okay? So when we started this here, when it was selling off here, you wanted to look at this level right here. This is 74.91, okay? And if you look right across, it was holding it here pretty good. Then we wanted to hold this level here, which basically was 73.79, and that was holding it here for a while. And then this level right here, this 72.37, but you notice yesterday it did make a lower low than that. It popped up a little bit, but now that level is gone. So today here so far, your low here is 71.33. So we have to here go to the left of the chart here. So you look right here, okay, you got a 71.19 so far, 70.33. So that is your next support. And then when that's lost, we come down here to this one here. You're looking at 70.22 here. We can come down here, 69.69 here. Then we have 68.93. We have 67.50. And then we have your nice big retest here sitting at 67.05. Okay, so if it keeps on falling down, all you do is just follow these candlesticks all the way down here until we get to the 67.05. Now, again, if that is lost, you can see here, there's a 67.05 there. Now, again, if that is lost here, then what we do is we come over to this candle right here. Okay, you're looking at 65.65 here. You're looking at 65.38. We come down here, 64.36. And then we have a big retest here of 63.64, which, you know, is very possible here in this time. But what you want to do here is we want to just take one level at a time. So your big target here is going to be the 67.05 here. Okay, so it lines up pretty nice with this candle here. You're looking at 66.82 here. So that would be your key support level here. But we always look to these candles right there. That is going to be, you know, your support here as it goes out, just like as of today. Okay, so you look at today's low here at that 71.33, and you look at the bottom of this candle here, you're looking at 71.19. So that is your support level, and then we just work our way down. Now, on the upside here, well, you got to get back here and close back above this key candle here. This is that 72.37, and then we just do everything in reverse here again, okay? So these were support. Now this is resistance. So you have to look at here. This is that 72.91 here. Then we come up to this candle here. You're looking at 73.79, and then we come to here. You're looking at 74.06, and then your big key level here is going to be right there at that 74.54. Right above it is we have the 75.81. That's your 21-day. Then we can come to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 76.76 here. And then what we want to do is then you want to look at your 78.03. But you can see here, see this 50-day here, right down through your 100 there, headed all the way down. Your 21-day cross below all of this here, headed right on, complete waterfall here. Okay, you can see, so this basically is a nice big downtrend. Okay, this could not hold it on OPEC. even though now they're talking about cutting 2.1, 2.2 million barrels a day, if they even hold to that starting in January, you have to always ask yourself the other side of that is, why are you cutting that much? They say, oh, there's issue. There's not the demand there. Okay, now if something happens with China, they have this pneumonia problem here going on. If they have them COVID lockdowns again here, crude will go down low, and you can be touching that $50 area here again here. So, you don't cut 2.2 million barrels because everything is going rosy here. You cut that because you just don't have the demand. So sometimes when you get that information, you have to look at it and say, wow, why are they cutting? Why are they doing this? Okay, so bottom line is this here. You want to watch this candle right here. Okay, this is at 71.19. If that doesn't hold, we just ratchet all the way down until you could get to a possible 67.05 here. Okay, on the upside, big key levels here is your 8 SMA, 74.55, your 21-day here at 75.81, and then we have 78.03. There's really no sense here going up, because you can go to, if it goes up higher, you can go to this candle here, 78.77. You can ride this candle up here, okay, 79.60, 79.77 here. And then you got 80.10, and then all the way to this 50 SMA here, 81.50. That's only if you can get and close above all this key resistant level here. So I like to point that out to you, because that would be, if you can go higher. But realistically here, this is in a complete downtrend. Until these turn back up here, there's just no sense. Now, if you look at this MACD, your green closed below your red here, went below your red here. That's bearish here. Your RSI has plenty of room on the downside to go here lower. So this is just a very bearish pattern here. I'm long the SCO. And then basically during the day, is if you can get a little pop, I'll scalp the SEO. But remember, if you're doing any scalping, use a tick chart, a 1 minute, a 5 minute. If you want to slow the trade down a little bit, you can use a 15-minute chart. All right, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. All right, here we have the old monthly chart. Now, you're right below. I've been pointing out this 200-day here, 73.28. You're clearly below it here now. Okay, so now we want to do is we want to look to the next level here. You got this 50-day. That's 69.11. If this 71, if this 200-day here at 70.38 here is lost. If that is lost here, then we look here to this 50-day at 69.11, and then you can work yourself all the way on down here. Now, when you look at this here on the weekly chart here, you can see how it held that 50-day here pretty good. So it might do the same here. Now, we just don't know exactly. You got to keep on playing this here by ear and listen to all the information and everything that's coming out, saying. So here we have the weekly chart here. Well, you can see how all the rejected. And once this 8-day rolled over here, okay, so the price went right here, couldn't get really through that here. Then this big red candle here, and then just series of low, and then even all these spikes here. You never want to see these topping tails here. That's never really good. Okay, so now it looks like your 8-day, it crossed the 100, the 21-day. Now you're headed right towards that 50-day. Take that price right on down here. So realistically, on the downside, watch this key level, 70.38. If that's lost here, come over here and look at the 50-day at 69.11. And then we just go on the a daily chart like I showed you, and just follow it down. It could go all the way down to possibly even 67.05. Again, we have these levels here, like I showed you, the 65.38 here, 64.36, and then 63.64. So this could come way on down here very, very easily. So even when you look at a monthly chart here, you got to look at some of these lows here. See, looking at 42.36 here. So we don't know how this is all going to shake out here. But bottom line, when you look at this RSI, that has plenty of room on the downside. This has been bearish. When that green crosses that red, it's over. Put the tag on the toe, close the drawer until that reverses back up here. So today here, watch this key level here on the downside. Now, on the upside, well, you got to hit all the way back up here to that 78.10. By the time you get there, this 8 SMA is going to go right below that 78.63 here. So you're in a very, very bearish pattern. So how I'm trading this is I'm long the SCO, which is short crude oil, okay? And basically, I'm holding that as a long, and I'm scalping the UCO. if I get the opportunity here to, make a, even 3/4 to a point. I'm trading 2,000 to 3,000 shares on that. So if you have a point, that's $3,000 here. So, you can do that during the day while you're holding this thing, while you're holding the short. Now, the only way to reverse this is you need a candle like this, like a red dog candle where it smashes all the way down and it comes right back on up here again. But so far, this is just not looking at it. So remember, the EIA report will be out on crude today at 10:30. All right, let's see what the old natty gas is doing. All right, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Let me just bigger up a little bit here. Okay. Well, this is yesterday. We had the topping tail, and if you looked at my videos the first thing in the morning, I was pointing out this key 8 SMA here. Okay, if you can't get through that, then that is where you take your short. Okay, so that's what I did. I had UNG there, and I ran it up into it. You could see here, and it just was not going to do it because I use other charts like your tick, your 1, your 5, your 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour charts, and you can see where it just rolled over. And it just not going to go. So that was what tells me to say, boom, you got to take the trade cold, KOLD here, and I got a nice 4 points out of it. So that was really good trading here, but with that topping tail. Now today, so far we have an inside day, which basically means your high and your low is within your high and low of the previous day here. Now, we have some very, very easy trade here, realistically. So bottom line is this, okay? There's your 8 SMA. You need to get above that 8 SMA at 2.756, okay? If you can, then we look to yesterday's high at 2.78, okay? And then what we do is we look at this key 100-day at 2.86, which lines up very, very nicely here with your 21-day on your weekly chart at 2.86. Everything's going to revolve around this 8 SMA here on the upside. You can see, look at this. See how nice this works? Into it, into it, into it. Even this was over it, but where did it go? It closed below. Into it, closed below, closed below, closed below. See, this 8 SMA is a lot tougher than it looks, okay? So this is the key today. So this is what I want you to watch, is this 2.759. If you can get above that, then you look at yesterday's high, 2.78. If you can get above that, your target is 2.86, okay? Now again, if you can get above that, then you can go 2.92. Don't even worry about that because then we can go up to 3.7. Your key rate today is this 8 SMA here. So trade against that. If you can get above here, look at 100-day, 2.86. Downside, look at yesterday's low. Okay, so you want to look at 2.675. And then we want to look at this candle right here, 2.649. This is Monday's low here of 2.649. So you got 2.675. 2.649. If that's lost here, right there's your target at 2.629. Very, very simple, okay? So now if you look here on your 50-day here, your price has been holding this 2.71. Barely, but it's hanging on to that, okay? So that needs to be closed above, okay? So if you can keep on closing above, then we might have a shot here at this 8 SMA and maybe even higher. If that not, then just look to the bottom of these candles here, and then if that's lost, there is your target at 2.62. Now, you look at your RSI, it's trying to work it like a circus monkey here. It's trying to get up there, but we got to see. Your MACD is still bearish. Your green below your red, not good. You need to curl up just like you have here, and that takes to your old price red on up here. So, very, very simple trade here today. Watch your 8-day here. Watch yesterday's low, and then watch this key price channel there. If that's lost, there you go, 2.62. All right, I'll have more for you on the old crude ski and natty gas here, probably later today here after the pit close here, and we'll see how it all shakes out here today. Now remember, the EIA report here on crude today will be out here at 10:30. That should be a little bit of a market mover. All right, thanks for watching.